Oh wow, look at that. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Aura? You got a big team there.
Yes, big team here.
All right.
Where's Ara? Aku nggak lihat. Ramai sekali. What? Oh my God, sir. Ramai. What? Uncle,
Okay, Google.
don't you miss us, Uncle? No, he said Uncle. Yeah. Don't you miss us?
Okay. Hey Google. Hey Google. Turn off the music. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, everyone. Good morning.
Morning.
Fantastic. Okay, so we still got some people over at the frat house, I think. We'll give them a few seconds over here to restart. So we're starting December already. How's everyone feel?
Good. Jolly festive.
All right, so that part is good. Okay, let's go ahead and start with this. So we want to take a look at past employee feedback to always begin, since we're focusing on hospitality. And so I'm bringing back some feedback that I saw back in October, and I just want to kind of raise awareness for it and see if we're actually progressing along. So this is one of the feedback points that we got from early October. This is operational issues need to be fixed quickly so that we can move on to developing our business to the next level. I believe that is still in effect and it's still true. So thank you for whoever shared that. That is something that's still very much on our mind. So the second one was always support the members of the company and try to listen to them. We grow fast, but it's also have risks that some of them can burn out too. Yes, we've noted that too as well, that this is a high growth business and there is a lot of moving parts here on a month-to-month basis. So if you do feel burnout or you feel like it's getting too much, please reach out. We have a really great HR team here to assist with listening to you and creating individualized, I think, programs that lead to holistic success for everyone. Okay, and the next one, that was another piece of employee feedback, but this one was about transparency as one of our core values, not just between employees, but also partners. I don't feel like we really trust partners as it used to be, or almost we think that something goes wrong on their side, we're instantly assuming that they're going to screw us over. There's a reason why they chose us as a partner to begin with. I don't think it's also healthy to think that partners are going to do something bad to us. Good partners outweigh the bad partners. Stop focusing on the negative ones and start focusing on the positive ones. I think we have solid trust upon the partnership. They will be giving the company more deals. Okay, my response to that is this. Yes, I think we need to be as transparent as possible to our partners so that they remain in a trustworthy situation with us. But as we are evolving as a bigger company too, we also need to think about the stability of each partnership too as well. And sometimes that requires contracts. Sometimes that requires defense, so that we can grow as a company. We all want to earn more here. We all want to do things. So I think the fundamental is trust, but we should also verify and make sure that the partnerships are solid as well. At the end of the day, even if you do have, let's say, a contract and the trust isn't there, it still really doesn't work. So trust is fundamental, but also have the verification there. All right, so this is some of the employee surveys from back in October. I put them up because I think that they are aspects of what we're still dealing with here at Bukit Vista, so they have come back up again. Okay, so the theme of the month in December is, first, once again, think about hospitality and trust, and second, think about process excellence. This is traditionally a revenue month, but since we are essentially in I think, a critical period to define the future of our company, I want us to really think about hospitality first. So basically what that means is, if you're a host or if you're in operations, really think about the guest experience. Think about how we treat each other here inside the company so that we look and feel like a hospitality company rather than something else. So that is the main theme of the month, and also trust building. And the second is work on the processes that you're already working on a monthly basis to achieve process excellence. The revenue target is still up there, and this revenue target exists because at the end of the day, we still need to focus on getting this revenue in. So this is more of a senior leadership and a revenue manager target rather than a general target. I did a projection, and I think we can safely get to 334 If you guys want to read it, it's actually over here in the sales projection analysis report. Okay, stretch target is 370. Okay, this is something I want to bring up to everyone's attention. This is, let's see, let's give it a go. Gabby, what does this graph represent?
The year-on-year growth of the company.
Okay, very good. Gabby's right. This is the year-on-year growth of the company. As you can see, Bukit Vista is a pretty good company. It's always going up. So the current overall sales that we make, overall revenue that we make for all the community is, at this point, it's at $3.4 million. So that is a 35% improvement from the previous year in 2018, where we're at $2.5 million. So, Gabby, let's go on to the next question. Why is revenue growth important?
It shows us that we are growing as a company.
Shows that we're growing as a company. Yep.
New partners.
New partners.
And also new properties. that we
New properties.
manage.
What else could account for the revenue growth, Dominic?
For the number of the guests we have.
More numbers of guests. Okay, very good. Kuldeep, what do you think also accounts for revenue growth?
How profitable we are going.
Okay, the kinds of properties that we're bringing in. Okay, all right. Let's see. What else accounts for new revenue growth?
Property. And also team members.
Team members, right. So it's not just actually the properties themselves. We actually took a reduction in the overall property count. If everyone remembered, a lot of our Joji properties we actually offboarded. It's efficiency. It's efficiency. We're getting actually more juice out of the same amount of fruit, or we're actually getting more juice out of less fruit than before. We have more efficient patterns. We're having higher occupancy. We're getting more gap nights sold. So this is resulting in overall revenue growth, which is good. Overall revenue growth increases the valuation of the company. Anybody who's an investor who looks at that would be willing to pay more to, let's say, buy Bukit Vista than a company that is having negative revenue growth. Okay, so this gets me to the next point of what I'm going to talk about later today, which is about a new HR program for 2020. Okay, let's just go through the rest of it, and then I'll jump into it at the next intersection. Okay, so once again, Buddy's already defined what process excellence is. We want to achieve process excellence, and I know everybody is working together to actually deliver the results, looking at the SLAs and thinking about how to make these processes excellent. So some people are working on host review rate, some people are working on community management, some people are working on getting the booking pace up. All this is related to improving our processes and making them excellent. All right, this is our company legal docs. This is from, actually I should ask, should I share this?
Yes.
Yes? No, but some of this has passwords and stuff on it. Yeah, Tito? It's just shareable. Or,
Spencer, I think you wait for the meeting, right?
oh, good. Okay, all right. So I shouldn't open it then, huh?
I think we need to separate like the document only.
Okay.
Maybe send it next week. So I will separate it as only the document.
Okay, all right. Look, guys.
All the
Okay, just to clear things up, we do have a company, a legal company, and the certificates are here. But I've also put the passwords to some of our government programs also are in there too. Passwords should never, I think, be written down actually. But anyways, if anyone wants to take a look at that, that's always attached to the all hands so that there is general awareness about where our company stands. Okay, and taxes and everything are also involved in that document. So this is probably maximum transparency that any company can provide in terms of what we're doing. Okay, so that's that. The sales projection analysis, I just want to bring up real quick so that everyone can see how we come up with revenue projections. This might be interesting for some of the new guys in Jogja who are also coming in from the computer science to work on working on machine learning models. Okay, so basically what we're looking at is essentially we're using some of the old projection model methods. It's a growth model. So we look at the initial start rate, we look at the weekly sales, and we also look at a few things now too as well to verify. Okay, so the December projection was done looking at previously in 2017, we grew 10%, but that's because there was a volcano. So 10% was actually pretty good considering that the island was shut down. But in 2018, we grew 57%. Looking on it right now from 2018 to 2019 in December, I believe we can make 50% growth So this is the current headcount and payroll for what we have. So payroll's been growing actually by 300%. It's like 50%, and that's like 100% this year. So our revenue targets need to also keep in line with that. So if we're looking at a 40% growth model, we expect to achieve 312. A 50% growth model, we expect to achieve 334. And then a 60% growth model, we expect to achieve 356. So then we can ask ourselves, is this target of 334, is this target actually attainable? So we take a look at the initial starting point. We're starting off the month of December with about 239, almost $240,000. So the gap between the target and the initial starting point is $95,000, which breaks down to about $23,000 a week. So then we look at the chi-square model, and we see past weekly sales over here. And I do believe we can do it. Most months, even low, not busy months, we make over 100,000 within the month. So this target does seem attainable. The next part is we look on the month-to-month changes. So this is just a check to make sure that it is doable. And in 2016, we saw that between the months of November to December, we got 21% raise. And in 2017, because of the volcano, there was no raise at all. And in 2018, there was a 30% raise from month on month. If we expect to achieve this target, we'd only be looking at a 22% month-on-month rise from the November to the projection. So I also believe that is well within range of what we can do. So also, the third check actually is a load check. So we know that essentially the distribution of sales follows a normal distribution. So essentially it looks like a bell curve. The part of the curve we call the left low that happens before the month has already reached 91,000. So we're looking to achieve 95,000, which is definitely doable because usually the in-month right load is bigger than the left load from weekly sales before the month. Okay, if that went a little bit over your head, it's because revenue management has been working on some of these for a while now. So if any of the terminology is unfamiliar, please just take a look at the document. It is a very achievable goal based on our previous experience, and also we have been hitting it for the past few months too as well. Okay, so let's go back up to the, okay, all right, so these are some fun pics. This is the event that we just had. So this is the workversary and farewell for Eggy, and this we had at Bukit Vista. So this is mainly for, I guess, guys in Jogja or Panita, or wait, hey, Panita's over there, cool. You guys are still over in Panita. What's up? How's it going, guys? All right. So kudos to Gani for actually taking some of these beautiful pictures. I was really astounded how you could actually get the night background, considering that it was actually pretty brightly lit. Okay, so that's Rafik, Sari, and Eka over by the bonfire. I think this is Chandra and Wayana barbecuing some food. I think that's Wayana or Sari. I'm not sure. Okay, and roasting some corn. Yeah, and this is Kuldeep. This is your chicken, right? So Kuldeep made some chicken tikka, which we barbecued over this little fire, which was pretty cool. And here's Eggy throwing up a spot bean, and Tendi and Chandra. Diwan's like looking. Is that Dominic over there? No, who is it?
No, that's me.
That's you.
Yes.
You were wearing a red dress?
I was. It was a jumpsuit.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, and then here's Katie K with Dom. Yeah, she was unhappy. She was afraid of the dark, or something. I'm not sure. Okay, and okay, that's it. So that's from the farewell party. For new process leaders, project champions for the month of December, please put your projects or your processes that you want to improve up here on the table. I've written out all already to the leaders from before, and yeah, so that we can observe and see what new things are going on. For myself, I'm mostly relying on my delegates right now with Vita and R to hire on board, train, and develop leadership. So we're looking for 2 new OGS hires. Dista will be retiring very soon, going back to school, and Novi's in the pipeline right now to come up and hopefully fill her spot. Joel is in the pipeline now for a new host on Squad 2. There's a second spot that's open. And we're also looking for now a new host in Squad 1 to cover the Bing beat. Let's see. And then Vena has come in as our newest market building hire. She does. Actually, Vena, tell us what you do right now.
Yeah. Right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Here, make sure you can see the green light. The green light
This
is.
one?
Yeah.
I can see you or not? Because
If you
I
see the
have
green light, that means the world can see you.
Okay. So the world can see me now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So actually, like what I'm doing right now, it's about like CRM, right? So CRM is about like we're trying to approach like our like potential partner. So currently, I'm working like closely with how to say like Tris. Yeah, with Tris. So we're trying to figure it out how we can convert the number of the partner, which is the villa owner, to become our partner, like existing partner. And how to say again? So like currently we have like less number of lead bucket. So that's why we trying to approaching again the card that going to DM.
Mhm.
Yeah, like because last time like there's no response, and after that already set meeting, but after the things are cancel and pending and everything. So we're trying to contact them again.
Okay.
And after that, like trying to have a collaboration with a few hosts to understand about like let's say show you the problem, the current problem with the villa owner, and we can figure it out like how we can find like the best partner.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you very much, Vena. Okay. Joel, also, why don't we get up? You're still in your trials, right? Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are. I guess that if you can see that screen, then the screen can see you.
The screen to see you.
Or the world can see you. Yeah.
Here.
Obviously, okay, there you go. Okay, hi everyone.
Hi, Joel.
Yeah, my name is Joel. I'm originally from Bogor, and then this is my fourth day here. Yeah, and I'm applying for as a host.
Okay.
in Bukit Vista.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Joel. Okay. Yeah. All right. So thank you also to Ara, Vita, and the rest of the HR crew for bringing the new people through their trials and also their orientations as well. Good work, guys. Okay, so let's keep on going. So for bonuses in December, essentially senior leadership focused on improving the trust and hospitality. Revenue bonuses are in effect for senior leaders to guide us through the revenue month. For everyone else, please support process excellence and also improve on the SLAs. Focus on guests and hospitality. Okay, next order of new business comes from Cynthia. Cynthia, speak. Tell us about your orders of business. Wow, that's cool. That's an innovation. Okay, Cynthia, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the time, sir. And then, here's my report for the program of cleaning. In the media, we can move it down, but I think there are several photos that hasn't been uploaded yet. But yeah, there are some glimpses
Oh, wow.
of our even yesterday.
Okay, I thought that was Katie K, but it wasn't. I was like, oh my god. I thought.
I think
Here.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So, I will start from the objective first.
Okay.
And as to spreading the public affection and develop the in social media who takes care of the environment. And as an entity for the next target to build our community here. And then
Nice.
for the TV zone itself is put and make 10 sunnings and mattress in several destinations in the social media. And then also 20 ones come from partners,
Wow.
guests, and community.
Okay, that's really cute. So, okay.
But based on the chief result itself, it's that even actually here, the there's only the 10 people that join and no partner going up or morning activity of preparing the breakfast. I will drop the guests to the boat and then but at least attract several people who join our activity. So we only make 5 minutes and only have to translate.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Even the event is project, but at least start and hope that we could make a good impact for our intern or more.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Okay, so I think this is actually a really good sign. This is taking initiative and also doing an innovative project. This has not been done by Bukit Vista ever before, and so this is something that's great. Yes, we see that the participants wasn't the full amount, but I think all new events also begin very small with a focus group of participants. And maybe next time you can also collaborate with digital marketing to get your word out to a wider audience on Facebook or whatnot before the event, and that could boost up the numbers. But stuff like this is actually very, very good as well for getting bigger numbers on the next event because people can actually see that it actually happened. So that's pretty good. All right, thank you very much, Cynthia, for giving us an update on this one. So let's go back.
Yeah.
Yes, back to you, Cynthia. What?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry for the noise. But I thank you for everyone that participated to the event. Really appreciate you guys.
Okay, all right. Cynthia would like to thank all the people who actually came to the event, so give yourselves a round of applause.
Yes, wow, Cynthia.
How hot was it when you guys were doing this? How hot was it when you guys were doing it?
Early, like island life.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Already started.
Cool. Okay. Next slide is actually my presentation. So I'm gonna go. Wait. Actually, let's go to new business. Okay. Let's go to my business first. Yeah. So this is new business. This is on the salary part. Last time I think we were up here, but let me just reiterate this for everyone so that we're all on the same page. I don't think everybody could make actually the last announcement. So this is a quick talk about Bukit Vista salary and benefits. So the objective is to be transparent and dispel myths with facts and also be OMR compliant. So the top level facts here are that the total pool of salary, bonuses, and benefits that we paid in October was in the order of 232 million. The breakdown on that was, yes, the average is 7.25, but essentially it is a bit imbalanced because some of the higher earners here do take a big portion of it. There are 32 employees and interns working at Bukit Vista. The breakdown on compensation looks like this. Between 3 and 5, 6 people earn between 3 and 5, 5 people earn between 5 and 7, and 10 people earn above 7 million. This is with salary, housing, and bonuses. Also the compensation. What? Total payout, total compensation. All right. 5 people earn between 1 and 2. These are all the interns. 4 people earn between 2 and 3. These are probate and housekeepers. And there's 2 people who earn 0 because they're not active at Bukit Vista while still being employees. Okay. The next part is the myth. The myth is Bukit Vista does not pay for healthcare. The fact is that Bukit Vista has always been self-insured, and we've always paid for employee illnesses, hospitalizations, and medical expenses as long as they occur in a work-related incident. We do not pay for injuries or accidents related to non-work-related incidents, such as hobbies, travel on days off, and while at home. Currently not covered. But we are moving into the PJS, which I think has more broader coverage than that. The second myth is that we're not a legal entity, and we have been registered the fact is that we have been registered since 2018 as Paytay Bukit Vista Nusantara. It's a fully legal entity, and we put in 1 billion rupiah capitalization that allows the company to offer Key Assist to foreign employees. We are also in the process of creating a holding company in Singapore that will allow for more security for company shareholders and future investors. This is pretty normal for most startups in Indonesia to have holding companies in order to attract SoftBank or other big venture capital funds to invest. All right, the concern is Bukit Vista does not pay taxes. We do pay as few taxes as we can legally possible, and that's why we're forming also a holding company structure. We pay taxes just like everyone else, but we try to save value for also our shareholders too as well, for employees. Okay, Next one, we never let employees have time off. We've always operated, the fact is that we've always operated an employee honesty policy of take as much time off as you need. Generally, this works best if you work most closely with your teammates to arrange for that to happen. So take the time you need to recover. Don't follow my example. I live here. This is kind of like my house. So even when I'm off, this is my living room. It doesn't mean that you have to like stay here just to be alongside me, right? And also, I'm taking a holiday pretty soon too, as well. So hopefully that will lead a good example. Okay, we're not a real startup because we haven't gotten funding. We have never been offered funding yet, but I think we should have no problem getting funding. Any company that grows like the way we grow does not have a problem getting funding. We want to keep it private because we want to actually develop into the world's most innovative hospitality company. When you start acquiring investors, your investors might sell your shares to other investors and sell those shares to other investors, and now you have people who are, let's say, more short-term interest in what they want to do. We already have a lot of property partners. You can almost think of them as investors because they're adding their properties into our overall asset pool. I don't want to have more people asking me to do more work to carry on the investment property of this company too as well. So currently we're not looking for investment. That might change as we refine and develop more scalable business models that can be expanded more globally. Okay, and Bukit Vista is sitting on pretty good cash reserves right now, so investment isn't crucial. The next part is that we're going to talk about OMR compliance. So in the future, basically, base pay will be rolled to housing, and we'll start that off at 2.9. Jogja base pay will also be rolled into housing, and we'll go to 2. Now, I am in consideration of actually bringing Jogja up to the same level as Bali for certain roles, but that hasn't been decided yet, and that will happen. Those discussions will happen this week, actually, before I go. Okay, so the question is, has Bukit Vista grown in 2019? And we already saw the stats, and the answer is yes. We've grown 35%, and now we're a $3.4 million company. Just a quick calculation, that makes us worth about $3.4 million. So generally the way that companies are valued is 10 times the revenue that you make. So we're taking about 15% of that as our overall income, and then you multiply that by 10, that gives us a rough figure on what the company is worth. So anybody who buys Bukit Vista is essentially buying our income in the future. And the better part of that, that's the least value. We're probably at least worth $3 million, probably more, because if that keeps on growing, then anybody investing in that probably would pay more than $3 million for the company. Okay, so what does that mean? This is also really good because this is an improvement in our growth from the previous year. In the 2016 to 2017, we grew 50%, but from 2017 to 2018, we only grew 22%. So this year's growth is at least 35%. It will probably be higher after we see the final December figures. So what does that mean? Basically, we're going to revise 2020 employee contracts, and we want to reward and retain employees for pushing this growth. So this is a reward for everybody here. All right, and we also want to raise wages so that we can allow for top-level talent acquisition. If we really want to be the most innovative hospitality company in the world, then we do need to bring up that level of pay and compensation as well. So what's going to happen next is this. We're looking to actually keep some things the same, and we will change other things. So the principle of employee contracts will always remain the same. We will reward achievers and we will nurture beginners. So that means if you achieve more, you will get paid more. If you're just getting started, we're going to bring up your base a bit so that you have an easier start, and also you don't need to worry about any expenses. You can worry about just Bukit Vista business. Promotion reviews are still in effect. So anybody who has a promotion review pending, don't stop doing that. Everything still goes on as before with promotion reviews. I'm thinking about, in the meantime, while we wait for BPJS, we're going to offer BPJS Class 3 until BPJS is in effect. That means if you get hospitalized, you're in a room with 5 to 10 people, I think, right? Anyhow, so that is in effect until the real BPJS comes out. As before, there is unlimited paid time off, both at a squad and pending squad and buddy approval. So if you do need more time off, as some of our employees have asked for. Just get your squad and get your buddies to approve it, and that is still in effect as before. And there is still merit-based bonuses for achieving targets, both individual and company level, on the A and B part. Okay? So that part remains the same. What we're looking to change is housing. Housing is going to get rolled into base pay, and this makes it a little bit different than before, but I think it makes it cleaner and also easier to understand. Base pay will be UMR compliant depending upon the region that we're looking at. This is a change. So we're looking to fix the hours for hosts, air support, and reservations from 9 to 6. The reason for operational hours is because essentially hosts and operations are operating a service. If the service is unavailable to guests, then the service is never going to be fixed. So we're looking to actually get this fixed. Jogja, for this matter, has already pledged to shift their working hours starting from 8 to 5, just to be in compliance with this too as well. So there's a suggested 14-day PTO now instead of unlimited. You can still have unlimited, but this 14 days gives us like kind of a median range to work with. And there is also going to be a non-compete clause, so no working at partners or competitors of Bukit Vista. So these are going to come out into the new 2020 employee contracts, yeah? Okay? All right. That's pretty much it. So, wait, there's a rollout order. Hey, you didn't get saved. Huh? Wait, let me refresh this. So the first people who will be starting to see these contracts will be the senior people who've helped build and contribute and achieve to the company. So if you've been at this company for more than a year, you'll see these first. All these should be rolled out before the beginning of January. Let me see if, let's see, where is it? Okay, all right. So who will get the contracts first? Seniors will get the first offers because they've been already promoted and they've added a lot of value to the company first. After that, everybody in HAR and community management go in. After that, finance. After that, content. And last is market builder.
How about HR?
Last!
Okay.
Even after a market builder,
Yes.
yes. Because HR should serve everyone before they serve themselves.
Like-
Okay, so HR will be going last because HR is essentially the group that brought it up. So essentially, I think they should actually be the most patient to wait for it too. Okay, all right, good question. Any other questions about this so far? Yes, Dominic.
Operational hours for Jogja actually. For HR, since some of the partner already have a contract that starts from 9 until 6 p.m. for HR. So if it's changed to 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., what?
Oh, okay. Then I think in those cases, then those could be a renegotiation with the partner and just say that essentially we're starting a little bit earlier and ending an hour earlier. Or can air support cover that during the hour of the gap hour?
Or we will have a couple.
Okay, all right. How many partners do you think this affects?
Not many, but almost all of the partner because like the entire working hour is changing, right? So we need to inform all the partner that our working hour is start earlier but end also.
I think it makes more sense actually. Most guests are up a little bit earlier, and let's say late check-ins can be done with whatever we're using late check-ins already at Jogja. There's more benefit, I think, to starting the day earlier for operations, yeah, especially if we're in sync. Great, thanks, Dom. Any other questions? Any other questions from outside of the Bali office? No? Okay, all right. Let's keep on going then. If there's no other questions, then we'll move on to the next topic. Yeah? All right, so, wait, where am I? Okay, next, Cynthia, regarding data off. So Cynthia, I think we're already having a person, Novi is working on this. Oh, right, Diva, back to this topic. So this is the cancellation policy to moderate. Diva, any updates on that?
Can you please repeat clearly?
Okay, so there was a motion at a company level to set the cancellation policy to moderate for all listings as a default cancellation policy. So Diva's already done the experiment, showing the results of that, and I think we tabled it. We tabled it for today's discussion. Do we want to move ahead with a vote on that, Diva?
Actually, for squad 2, we basically also roll it for all the squad. The squad 2 on to the topic exception.
Okay.
Yeah, with the area all moderate.
Okay, so basically applies to the entire company except squad 2.
Especially Chengdu area.
Ah, right, because you guys need a little bit more, more competitive out there, flexible. Okay, so should we put this on the floor for a vote? Diva?
Sure.
Okay, all right. So this is Diva's motion. The amendment to the motion is excluding squad 2, right? Okay, so essentially we're setting the cancellation policy to moderate. Content will set the cancellation policy for all listings to moderate as default cancellation policy. So this is a change from setting it as flexible before. Is there a second on this motion? Okay, it's been seconded by Dominic. Is there any more discussion on this motion in the volley room? No? Is there any discussion, let's say, to Bayu or Alvin, Risky or Nung Lee? Is that Nung Lee? Oh yeah, okay.
I spoke to squad 2 and they want to put another employment for Chengdu actually. But Chengdu and Bukit area will want to I'd like to compare it with the legislation power to moderate.
Okay, so essentially an exception just on squad 2 then. Okay, all right, let's go to Nusa Penida. Is there any discussion in Nusa Penida about this motion?
Cancel risk here.
Okay, you guys are good, yeah? So this will essentially affect squad 4. Essentially all squad 4 launches will be launched on moderate now. Okay, all right, let's go over to Jogja. Jogja, any discussion on this? That don't leave.
Hello.
Yeah, oops.
Could you guys hear me?
Yes, Cynthia, we can see you. And hear you.
There's a in software, the amount of the information to break.
To strict. Oh, okay. That's okay. So essentially, Cynthia, what we're doing is we're raising it from flexible to at least moderate. So everything is at least moderate. Yeah. Okay. Great. Let's go over to. Okay. Good. Good FYI. Let's go over to Jogja. Jogja, any discussion about this? No? Everyone's like, yo, we're all new there. Wow. There's a lot of people there. Well, this is the first time we've seen you guys. Hey, how's it going, Jogja?
Oh, sorry,
Damn, that's a lot of people. Okay.
this is my short introduction. These are the
Okay, introductions later. Introductions later. We're in the middle of passing a motion. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So if there's no other discussions, then Diva's policy is this, with the exception of squad 2. Okay. All right. So if there's no further discussion, then we'll move to the vote. So the motion has been moved and seconded. And it is essentially now content will set all new listings to moderate as the default cancellation. This will apply to squad 1, this will apply to squad 4, and this will apply to certain properties in squad 2, excepting Canggu and Bukit. Okay, all right. So, all in favor of this motion, please raise your hand now. Okay. All. Okay, that's most of the volley room. Most of Jogja, and Alvin, and okay, Diva, are you gonna, okay, all right. All opposed, okay, everyone opposed to this motion, please vote now. So if you don't like this and you want to reject it, please vote now. None, 0. Okay, motion carries. So we'll go ahead and actually pass that through. So this has been passed, and essentially all Bukit Vista listings now will pass as a moderate cancellation policy. Okay, Diva, your motion got passed. Congratulations. Okay, next one. New features and bigger. Bayu, I think this has already been spoken already. Do we need to go another round on it?
No, we can keep it.
Okay, all right, cool. Next part of old business is Tito on project governance. Tito.
I think I need more time to fix this.
Okay.
Because I need to talk with Mas Bayu about the final request.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so we'll leave it there, and we'll come back to it at the next round after Tito's had a discussion with Bayu. Great. Okay, let me also delete that so we can move on. Okay, project bonuses. The host video has actually already been claimed, and I think it's already been distributed by Rezal. Okay, so that part's good. The next one is Tendy's. Tendy's phone call solution. Squad 2. Any updates on Tendy's? Yes, Dima.
For the call center, like the call center, the solution for call, for the everything is running well.
Yeah.
After the trials.
Okay.
So now me and Tandy will like to try China. We're gonna get MVP for Squad 2 first.
Okay.
To try to make to use the dashboard
Okay.
and then the tools for the call with Squad 2 first.
All right. Thank you very much.
Like start from today.
Excellent. Okay, good job, D1. So D1 will essentially MVP this out in Squad 2 before we release this to the rest of the company. Cool. Thank you very much, D1. All right, next one. This has already been claimed by Bayou. He's working on a leadership bonus for the real community management, and I believe we're already seeing some new progress on this. Bayou, can you give us an update?
Apparently, what we are looking for is basically just creating the SLA and then someone to promote to be community management and then the practice of being a community management. So all of these are still in progress. So currently, what we are trying to do first is we always discuss what is the correct SLA for community management and also the best practices. We are still changing practices. We are still looking for the most efficient and basically impactful activities that community managers should do.
Okay, thank you very much, Bayou. All right, sounds like it's still in a development phase, but that's normal too. In an innovation company, we're looking for the best method right now. Okay, next one. Let's go back up to old business again. We have the online marketing campaign for market building leads. I think this one is still pending. Nobody's grabbed it yet. And we have revenue management for Squad 1. I believe Alvin's working on this too as well. Okay, let's go up to also new business. November booking pace, we really have not achieved. The November booking pace is far, far below 80. It might be that it was a little bit too ambitious. We did see actually major drops in Squad 4 and also, I think also Squad 1 too as well for booking pace. Next one is the quarterly meeting. Vita.
So good afternoon, everyone. So this is like a kind of like a new program from HR as well that I'm proposing. So I'm proposing to have a quarterly meeting, company-wide.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So the main objective of having this quarterly meeting is actually like to review our results in the previous quarter by engaging everyone involved to share their results. So what we have right now, the company-wide meeting is like only sometimes it's either Jing or Ms. Bayu who share, but in this quarterly meeting, everyone involved, which is every squad, every chapters, will present on their results for the quarter, the previous quarter. One person will take turns every quarters to share based on squad and chapters as well. So the reason of actually like proposing this idea of quarterly meeting is because I think that we've never taken enough time to glorify and praise or even realize how much we've accomplished, especially the small things. And actually, like the small things that actually lead up to like the bigger things, details matter, right? So this portion, the portion of meetings includes looking at what we need and what our people have achieved, and it's as its name, hence the name. It's conducted quarterly, so by the end of March, June, September, and December. So the first one will roll out by the end of this December. So I put a sample from HR, how the presentation how the presentation should look like. This is really basic, just so everyone can be really creative on their presentation. So sorry, Boo, we don't have pictures like the four of us there, so that's why I put pictures where Ara and Difana and Jane and me and there. So the sample is like, for example, from HR, the team mention first, we have been helped a lot by Google as intern this past quarter. But however, this internship will end by the 5th of December, so it's going to leave me on. It's going to leave HR only with Jing, Ara, and me. And also Ara is doing part time right now due to her thesis. And the squad coverage right now, squad 1 is covered by me, squad 2 by Ara, and then squad 4 by Google. And next, so what HR has been doing this quarter is actually we've managed to hire 9 new people, and then we also do like some university relations, including the university talks, on-site trials as usual, and then career fair as well in STP and UGM, and something that is really new that in UGM we didn't even open a booth, but we just went around talking to people, and then we also did some refinement on job posts, refining the on-site trials conduct as well. So now, just for your information, for everyone's information, so previously for on-site trials, we schedule all the schedules for the candidates, but now we only schedule for day 1, and we put tasks for them to actually schedule their on-site trials for the second until the 6th day. The main objective is actually to see how good they are in project and time management as well, and also communication. And the promotion review that we have conducted is actually 5 people got promoted in the last quarter. And next one, what's new on HR? We just had like Jogja-based open house for potential HR candidates after the university talks. And then we also have social media platform from Talent Pool, which is on Instagram at Bukit Vista Live. And then we have squad 1-on-1 right now, as everyone may already been aware. And then also we had some serious discussion about turnover rates. And also we have this that already mentioned by Jing as well previously, a fixed 14 days of annual leave policy with the unwritten policy of unlimited paid time off. And also PV date. So this is the new recent one. So every day HR will roll and pair randomly two couples actually. So for persons, 2 couples every day for you to actually have a date, not really a date, but like just like a discussion. Anything about anything except for works. So you're not allowed to talk about work matters in this BV day. So it's completely random. I use the random picker, so it's not from HR who assigned who with who. So it's completely random, just to be transparent. And next one. So, and for events that we have handled as well. So we had August, September, October quiz night. We missed the November quiz night. September stretch target celebration at Cha-Cha. And then bonfire for the farewell, as well as the first iteration of the promotion review or the work first setting, sorry. And then Halloween as well in Jogja and Bali. And then yesterday Jogja has interns lunch farewell. And then we also had formal Friday, which is not really regular yet now, but we did. And then birthday celebration for Gaby, Ivan, and Tandy as well. And anniversary celebration for Diwan, Rizky, Diva, and Rafiq at happy hour last week. And these are the challenges that HR has been facing. High turnover rates, 8 people left in the last 3 months. But that's why we had this discussion to actually address this turnover rates. So hopefully it will roll out well. And also, one of the obstacles or the challenges that we faced was JobStreet and LinkedIn free credits ended at the end of November. But we have renewed the JobStreet credits. We have some new credits that we can post our job posts, and LinkedIn as well. We found another solution that be more like proactive towards the candidates. So also during the events, we reflected that employees need like leader to actually draw the attention together. So we also like discussed this in HR that we will kind of like assign roles during events. So yeah. And then also another one, the last one is actually a few past interview or trials people reject the offer due to the salary package doesn't meet their expectations. So right now we're trying to be really transparent even since the first phase of interview. We asked them like, so this is the condition with us, and we invite you for outside trials, and then like the salary is like this. So would you still want to go proceed and blah blah blah, so that both of us not waste our time. So yeah. This is all for the HR reports for this quarter. So this is just a sample. You could be like really creative on your reports. But the thing is, the main objective of having this quarterly meeting is actually for us to glorify our achievements. So like what Cynthia did with the project in be more pumped up or be more competitive, our squad, our chapter should also achieve more, something like that. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Isa. Isa, when do you want to have the first one?
By the end of this December, but I haven't decided.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, to be determined. Thank you very much. This is also a new innovation too as well. I think this is good. This kind of brings us back to the old days when we used to have retrospectives and talk about like what we had done. Good practice revisited again. Okay, we only have about 8 minutes left, so I'm gonna need to request a time extension. So 15-minute extension, seconded by Vita. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's keep on going then. We go back up on the new business. Right. So, also part of new business, Jogja is now in sync with Bali. Jogja has decided to start at 8 and end at 5 now. So this is in order to sync the operational hours to the Bali hours. Thank you very much, Jogja, for getting that done. Okay, and that pretty much that takes care of all the old business, new business. Okay, let's keep on moving. The observations and improvements is now replaced by the community management board. I just want to double check with Bai. Do you agree with that? Okay.
I think we can do that.
Yeah. Okay. So essentially, we have an evolution now. The evolution is we used to do observations and improvements, and that was kind of like collected manually by people. Now this is collecting it automatically on the community manager chapter. So basically, what I'm suggesting is that we stop doing observation and improvements, and we start looking at this instead. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Okay. That's just more of an announcement than anything else. Okay. Cool. Got it. But if you want to look at observation improvements, it's all here, and this links. Every observation improvement links back up to the previous one too. All right. Let's take a look. On the RAT, I've asked all the squad leads to go ahead and fill out the RAT. So I don't think there's any changes. Let's just take a quick look on squad 1. We got some new people. So market building essentially operates as a chapter now with 3 layers, with essentially closers, CRM, and lead generators. So they're working across all the different squads, Nunli, Vena, and Trishna. Nunli, Wayana, Vena, and Trishna. So on air support, on squad 1 is Gabby, also supported by Nadine. Dominic, Rian, and Gabby are also hosts. Deepa's doing the content. Okay, I think there's no changes on that one. On squad 2, Dista will be off soon, so it'll just be essentially Tendi, Rafik, D1, and Chandra Dewi. Windy, I think we have for until mid-December, right? Okay. Huh? 16th of December, mid-December. Okay. And then on squad 4, we have basically the same. Shintia, still open for squad lead on squad 4. Gugu will be leaving, I think, this week for HR. Ghani and Devon will be out too. Risky, Wayana, and revenue management will be Ghani, Rizal, Shintia. Okay, so the rest remain the same. All right, that's the changes on the RAT. The updates are already here on the profile coverage. Please, if you are the advisor, make sure that the profiles are well covered because we have some shifts in people coming in and out right now. Okay, let's go look at the stats and see where we are. So let's take a look at general KPIs. I generally delegate this to somebody, but I guess today I'll do it myself again. Okay, looking at booking pace. Booking pace is below what we wanted initially. We wanted to get 80 in November. I think we got like just a few days above 80. It was 94 and 80, and it was pretty much, I would guess that our real SLA should have been around maybe 60, yeah? It looks like it was hovering around 60 for month of November. Okay, all right, new revenue in December, we're already at 248. Okay, so that leaves about 80,000 left to go. The revenue build-up right now is looking very good for weekly sales, 17, 19, 25, 28. Peak revenue should come in, I think, in the next 2 weeks for December on the weekly sales. All right, let's take a look at squad. Squad level. Okay, squad level, squad 2 is doing really well. It's already exceeded squad 1, both in, so the crossover point was in September. Now squad 2 is performing above on squad 1 in October and also in November. Currently squad 1 is leading at the beginning of the month for December. Squad 4's revenue is dropping, either due to seasonality or due to Loss of property. Loss of property. Okay. And then squad 4, surprisingly, is coming up in Jogja and almost beating squad 3, well, which there is no squad 3, but the Jogja line is actually coming up right now too. Let's take a look at growth. Growth looks like good right now. So right now we're starting off with a 10% difference between 2018 and 2019 for December. We're looking to get 50. On adventure accommodation, let's see. We'll just look at the decline. So from November, December on adventure, it's a 38% decline. So far on Agoda, it's a 50% decline. On, whoops, what the hell just happened here? Okay, sorry. Adventure, Agoda. Okay, Agoda is a 58%. What is going on? Okay. All right, Agoda is a 58% drop. Ara is 18% gain. Good. Bastion is 42% drop. Bayou is 32% drop. Bukit Vista Direct, Booking.com is 36% drop. Direct is not really valid there. Okay, Chandra, not active. D1 is 58% drop. Next one is Emil. Emil is 38% drop. Emil and Wayana 16% drop. Gabby and Ara 92% gain. That's good. Okay, Jing and Bukit Vista 29% gain. Jing and Wayana 7% gain. Chris and Wayana 15.1% gain. Nuki and Ara 27% gain. Shinti and Wayana 46% drop. Tendi at a 29% drop. There's an undefined, and then Wayana is at a 2% gain. On the areas right now in Balangan, we're looking at a 29% drop. At Bingen is a 7% gain. Canggu is a 6% drop. Jimbaran is 25% gain. Nusa Dua 9% gain. Nusa Penida 40% drop. Padang Padang 10% drop. Sanur, we're on the board for Sanur. That's new. Okay, new for me. 7% gain. Seminyak 58% gain. Ubud 28% drop. Uluwatu 51% drop. Umasan 14% gain. And Jogja at a 47% gain. Okay, this is still very early in the beginning of the month, and we do expect that these numbers would change. So let's take a look at the potential and conversion. So in the potential and conversion, we have, let's see, currently for November, we sold about 15% of our overall inventory. There was a lot of unsold room nights available. On December, so far we've sold 8% of our room inventory. This still looks a little bit odd, so I'll skip this request conversion rate. And let's take a look at, actually the inactive properties. So on squad, Bingen Luna is dropping out. Chahaya is dropping out. Edo, Homestay, Gria, Little Malindo. Okay, there's a little bit too many to actually note here. I would say the newest ones that are on this list that shouldn't be on is maybe Tagara Paradise, Majesty Nusa Majesty, Villa Damu, Rumah Pertama, and Gria Anggrek. Okay, so these are healthy properties that we should pull out of this die. On the forecast is not very accurate. The forecast said I think we should have gotten like 2 something. We got past that for November. So what is the forecast for December? Actually, the tableau is giving us 283. We always beat forecast for this estimation, so that's that. Peak check-ins, you can see already. Squad 1 is going to happen on the 26th. The 26th is really hot. 23 check-ins, then 31, then 33, and then 37, and then 26, and then 17, and then 14. So Squad 1 looks like it's going to get really hot about during the 26th to the 2nd of December until the 2nd of January. All right, we got some new listings. New listings coming in. Agung Guest House. Asung Guest House, sorry. Asung. Hey, who's that? Hey, who is that? Oh, okay, all right. Cool. All right, who knows this property best? Nobody? Nung Lee. Let's go to Nung Lee since
existing actually.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
Hi,
hello
Elaine.
everyone. Sorry, I was a bit late to attend. Actually, because is Wayana at base?
Yes,
Oh, she at Bukanita? I believe this is actually Wayana's.
Oh, then
Yo.
speak on it. Yeah, okay. Where is this located, Wyatt?
So basically, for this one, Eddie decided to close the deal, but the place located in Canggu, we have 20 rooms. We have many rooms to sell, guys. So working on.
That was very.
That's bitch.
That was. Anything special about it? Sell it to us so that we know what to say. Why is it awesome?
I don't know much the details.
Oh, does anybody know much of the
Yes,
details?
I know 20 rooms in Canggu. It has several jackies.
Does anybody know?
Oh,
any-
Chandra said already sold 10 rooms in December.
Oh wait, Rafik, maybe you can speak on it. Rafik, you were here yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, maybe not
Yes.
good enough.
Okay, Rafik, tell us more about this one.
So, this is the owner is brother of Pakatut Kambe.
Ah.
So
That
this is 20 bedroom, and the price is flexible. So all good. So I just login toolkit and bigger already. So all good.
Okay, and it has a spa.
Now we get 10 room booking on New Year's.
Okay, fantastic. That's really good. And it has a spa. Yeah. Does it have a spa?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
What are some key features? Where is it located, Rafik?
At Ibu Benang, sir.
Cipu Penang. Oh,
In the
okay.
Filipino.
Near Outpost then.
What?
Is it near Outpost, the co-working center, or the Banjang?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hey, we should charge these guys to use their logos here, you know? They should pay us sponsorship.
Gani!
Yeah, okay. Well, no. I mean, like, okay, that's co-branding, I guess. They should brand us. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Okay, interesting. Echo Beach, Pachabolong, and, oh yeah, Pretty Poison. Okay, Crate. Crates move, guys! That's not what Crate looks like anymore. Okay, Old Man's, one with the bow, lawn. Okay, cool. Nice. Kamala Homestay. Kamala Homestay is already old news, right? Okay.
Which is the 2 bedroom.
Okay, great. All right, this one, Bambooology, right? Bambooology. Bambooology.
Yes.
How do you say it?
Bambooology.
Bambooology.
Traffic logic.
Okay, who knows anything about this one?
Hindi.
Okay, either Rafik or Lee. Somebody has to talk, yeah.
Yeah. It's located at Umala, sir.
Okay. Anything else, Rafik?
This is not wood, but it's bamboo.
Oh, wow. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, all right.
They have 6 rooms. We just launched yesterday, I think.
Just launched yesterday. Okay, shh. Hey, listen up. Tell us more.
Yeah, this is a good location at Umalas. So near the jungle spot, and also the dog house.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good here.
Okay.
And also, it's very good. One room is too AC.
Okay, very good. Diva, can you tell us about the content story here? Remember that there was some discussion about bringing the content to the next level for this one.
Yeah, actually, we try a new approach with this property. So the owner is more concerned with the content and with the revenue. So yeah, we for the first time we tried the three phase of content approach: the pre-launch, launch, and the post-launch. So we also, rather than Airbnb, we also made a social media effort and a digital marketing effort as well for this. That's why you guys probably see on our Instagram we have like a promo and teasers and flyers and stuff, which we haven't done before with our property.
Okay, cool. A new innovation on launch strategy involving some digital marketing. Okay, cool. What makes this special? What makes this property really unique?
I think it's super sustainable. It's like eco.
Come on, just sell it to me.
It's like eco green.
Okay, it's eco green. It's made from bamboo. It has a fast Wi-Fi, and it's got.
You can travel while still saving the environment.
Okay, you can travel while still saving the environment. Cool. Okay, this looks good. This looks really interesting. It's a new type. It's unique, and it's got a social mission attached to it too as well. Let's keep on going. Okay, let's take a look at market building now. Thank you for the new product launch announcements. Let's see. The total property count is now at 168 as of November 2019, and this is the revenue graphs brought in by Eggy Tendi, Nungli, Tris, and Wayana, and Eggy. Eggy's not here yet. Asung. Okay, all right. So that continues. Let's go to content next. Okay, on content. Content 4.59 in August, 4.59 for accuracy in September. No figures yet for October and November. Let's see. Overall on SLA achievement, 94%, 94%, 94%, 92%, 92%, and currently I can't read that, so I'm guessing that's 94.5. I think it's everything stacked on top. Okay, hard to read, so we'll give that a skip. Reservation SLAs. Okay, this is the part that we need to focus on, right? So this is the theme of the month. On the inquiry conversion rates for Squad 1, let's see, what it had been 11, 16, 21, improving, and then down to 7, and then up to 84. Oh no, wait, that's 84, up to 15. Okay, on Squad 2, the inquiry conversion rate went from 28, which is good, to 15 to 20 to 15. Okay, so it sort of went up and then went down a little bit, and then went up a bit. On Squad 4, it's 30, 17, 16, 7. Okay, so it's kind of going down. And then Squad 4, 30, 37, very strong. 19, and then 23. Okay, for request conversion rate. Request conversion rate looks good. 57, then 38, then 41, and then 37 for Squad 1. For Squad 2, 77, 71, 82, 74, 58. All pretty good, SLA compliant. And for Squad 3, nothing, 0. And then for Squad 4, 78, 60, 80, 89, and 69. Okay, so that looks pretty good on SLA compliance. Let's look at hospitality scores. Okay, on hospitality overall, hey, that's good. Check-in experience overall in the company went up from 4.75 to 4.76. Yes, getting 0.01 better. Okay, weekly review scores. Looking at Squad 1, 100%, good. And then 89.5, 86, and currently we are at 90. Okay, for Squad 2, 94, 95, 89, and 88. Squad 3, 100, 100, 100, perfect. Okay, Squad 4, 96, 92, 96. Okay, so sometimes on, sometimes off. 2 out of 4. And then booking to review rate at 17%, 33%, 30% for Squad 1. 24%, 31%, 31% for Squad 2, and for Squad 4, 32%, 35%, 26%. Okay, all right, cool. For our community management, we have a new stack. Wow, we have a lot of new red flags showing up on community. These are happening at Bukit Sunrise in Squad 4, Bukit Bingin Surf Left in Squad 1, Villa Rama in Squad 1, Alchemist in Squad 1, Sambu, I think it's in Squad 4, right? Yes. Okay. And then Villa Chantik in Squad 1, Kupunyanya in Squad 2, Double D in Squad 2, Alchemist in Squad 1, Putaklapa 2, Bataran Hill 2, Kupunyanya 2, and Alchemist 1. Okay, and then we have a new stack over here, Villa Rama 1, Mi Village is 2, Pondok Lula is 2, Comeback is 2, Pondok Mini is 2, Padang Padang is 2, Labomi is 2, Melon Inn is, where's Melon Inn? Seminyak, right? Is it 1 or 2? 2, yeah? 2, okay. Kupunyanyam 2, Babar 4, Utara 4, no wait, Utara is in Squad 3, which is both in Squad 4, okay, right. Being Surf Left 1, Batajan Hill 2, Kayana 2, Villa Holly 1, I guess, and then Chantik 1. Okay, and Villa Rama, that's 1, and Padang Padang View is 2. Okay, community managers, and people who are starting community management, please take a look at this. This is what we need to focus on. Right, insights. Let me see if there's any insights that need to be spoken about. No, this is mostly just for revenue managers. Okay, cool. So that's the BB stats, and let's go back up to the all hands. Okay, Guilds and projects work as before. Digital marketing is Thursdays at 4, content Tuesdays at 5, copywriting Wednesdays at 5, photography Saturday at 4, human resource Saturday at 1, leadership Fridays at 3, community management Tuesdays at 3, finance Monday, Wednesday at 10, Friday at 2, market building weekly sync up Thursdays at 5, revenue management Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays at 4, HAR Thursdays at 12 o'clock Georgia time, project guilds Fridays at 10. The hospitality conference is actually reliving again for 2020, but we haven't really decided on when we're going to meet again for that. And then reminder for sync up is right here. All right, last stop on the all hands, my OKRs this month. So just a heads up, I'll be on holiday from December 8th to 20th. So I'm going to Japan with the family. Yeah. So I promised my wife when I met her, I bring her to Japan one day. No, it's been many years. It's been Lima Basam.
Miami jumping.
Yeah, I'll buy you a doll to keep you company.
Will
Right?
do.
Okay.
Will do.
I'm not sure what yellow means, but okay. Right. So my OKRs are pretty simple this month. So one is on growth, and this is related to the new BD contracts for 2020. So once again, it's to reward achievers, nurture beginners, and help HR attract and retain talent. So my key result is I want all employers to have the new 2020 contract by the next payday on January 5th, or the next payday on January 5th, 2020. So I'm also working on innovation because we're an innovation company, and now we have a really good opportunity with the UGM partnerships at both the intern level and also at the research level. So we're looking to start research projects and also develop the interns. Okay, this is a good opportunity to introduce the interns. So we brought over MIPA interns from UGM to help us design tools and create workflows and simplify our processes for online guest support, finance content, and revenue management tasks. So basically, we should be seeing time-saving tools issued before February of 2020. That's when their internship ends. I'm going to turn it over to Ara right now. Ara, over to Jogja. Maybe you can introduce everyone over there.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Ara.
We're having a internship with an internship from UGM Community Department. So I will let them talk to you and one by one. So starting from Dennis.
Speak up louder, Dennis. We can't hear you.
My name is Dennis. I'm from Computer Science in Bukit Vista.
Hi, Dennis. Okay, thank you, Hilda. Speak louder, please. Speak louder. Yeah. You're gonna, guys, come up to the mic. And Michael, yeah.
Hello, I am Enola from India.
Hello.
Okay, so that is
Anam. Welcome in, Anam.
Hello guys, I'm from India too.
okay, so that is Dio.
Dio from UGM. All right, welcome in, interns. And okay, so what we're looking to do is to develop better tools and also workflows from the interns. And we wish you guys good luck. I believe Bayu, you're headed over to UGM. Wait, is Bayu still there? No, I don't know if he's on his flight. But Bayu and also I think Risky are headed to Jogja also to participate in this process as well to bring new innovation to Bukit Vista. Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, interns, and thank you very much, Ara, for getting everyone in today. It must be a handful to onboard so many new people at the same time. Okay, so that's basically my OKRs. And for November, November, my first OKR was actually pretty successful. Well, we started the MIPA program with UGM. We didn't get any recruits yet from psychology. We got some candidates, but nobody recruited yet. We did go to EC to start the partnership. No movement with ETB, and we also started a partnership with UI Vocational School. And those are looking to get internships in 2020 from January to May. Strong leadership, I think this part is something that I'm still working on. I was planning to have an award ceremony, but then I'm going to Japan now, so I don't know if I can actually get this thing still done. But I wanted to have a award ceremony for some certain attributes that are soft skills. But I didn't make this. There is no new community manager by November 30th, so this is failed. Also, expanding the canvas, the size of the BV portfolio, sort of took second place beside the HR issues that we had. So that was that. So I was able to recently get one OKR done this month for November. Okay, let's see. Furthermore, I think that's pretty much that. I think there's a new ESS out now for November, right? Or by you? If okay. Okay, all right. Let's get the new ESS out for November so we can see how we're doing. Okay, what's this? I'm not sure what this is. Oh, BV stats. Oh wait, we do have it. It's over here on employee experience, but it just needs to be done by everybody for bigger. So currently the results are still the results that we have for October. Okay, last thing, core value recognition. So Rafik gives a core value recognition of Be the Hero, and this goes to Rian, Dominic, and D1. They handled the very last minute overbooking at Bodas while we still had happy hour. Wow. Okay. And that happened because the in-house guest had a late checkout without informing us. We moved them to NH residence, all good, and there was a happy ending. Okay, great. The next one is Tendi. Tendi is being recognized by Jane for Be the Hero, help others first, and being hospitality minded. And the reason I'm recognizing Tendi is because the faucet over here in the bathroom was broken. And this is one of the small things that I think really matters because a broken faucet leads to, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it leads to bad hygiene. And it was getting hard to actually find a person to fix it. And then I had bought a new faucet, and I was trying to get Putu and her team from XPT Gym to fix it. But Tendi decided he would just fix it himself. So he bought the tools and got to work, and now we have a new faucet. And we can wash our hands again. Keep our hands clean. Wait, Tendi, I can hear you, but I can't see you. Go ahead, Tendi. Go ahead.
I'm in the room. Actually, I take afternoon.
I was sleeping,
He woke up for this part. He was like, I'm going to wake up for my core value recognition.
Yeah, so thank you for today for helping me as well.
Kuldeep also helped. Thank you, Tendi and Kuldeep for fixing the faucet. Yes. Okay, all right, that's it. And then I think the next one was still Bayous and stuff. Okay, all right. Bayous was already announced last week. Okay, that's pretty much it. So sorry we took about 20 minutes over time, but I think we're good now. How's everyone feel?
Great.
Good? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go around the room for announcements. Anybody in Bali? Yes, Vita.
Just again with the quarterly meeting conduct, so every squad and every chapter can start to prepare the presentation as per now.
Yes. So please prepare your quarterly summary and tell us about your achievements and your challenges, and also your failures too. What did you do that you thought would actually work but didn't work, so that the rest of everyone can know not to repeat mistakes, right? Fail fast. That's one of our core values. Okay. Any other announcements in Bali? Let's go to Kuldeep. Then good. Okay. Then announcements. No. Okay. All right. Tito, Chandra, Gabby, Liana. Okay, stand up, and speak to the mic.
I
Yeah.
will be going for holiday, so whoever have dependencies, please come to me. You can go otherwise.
Okay. Okay. The better part is also you think about what to delegate to people, right? So currently, Liana is like the office manager, so she keeps the power on. We'll probably need somebody to do that. We'll also need somebody to think about paying the water.
Wi-Fi doesn't work or everything works,
So this
I
will
will
train.
make a list. I think this is what to do.
Okay, and think about your delegates. Yeah, think about who you'd like to delegate to. This is actually really good practice for paid time off. So we have unlimited paid time off, but then just make sure that you settle and make sure all the workflows that you cover are covered by somebody during your absence, so that there's no outage. Okay. All right. So, but if you do know that you do depend on Liana for something, please also reach out to her. I think this is a good opportunity for mutual exchange. When are you on holiday? When do you start holiday? From the 8th. From the 8th. Okay. And then when do you come back? On the 20th. Okay, so pretty much the 21st. Third child. Third child, yeah. No. Maybe. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, Joel, any announcements? Do you want? Okay. All right, let's go around the world. Alvin. All good? Okay, and then Tendi?
No sir, but actually that for the charity event sir.
Oh, Tendi,
So-
speak on it.
Yeah, I got the wish list from the Bali Foundation from the Panti Asuhan.
Okay. Did you just disappear?
Yeah.
And? Okay, Tendi just...
Sleeping again.
All right, Rafik, any announcements? Okay, Risky, good. That's going to be an HR violation pretty soon. All right, Joja, any announcements over there? No? All good? Okay. Is that Boo Boo back there? Yeah.
I want to say something.
Ara.
Maybe you want to announce to everyone also that the third and Panda to finish their internship right there.
Thank you, Boo.
Oh, you guys are finishing today?
Wow.
I thought you were finishing on the 5th.
Thank you, Boo.
Wait, I thought you guys were here until the 5th.
Yeah, Thursday.
Oh, okay, but this is the last time you'll see them in like a general setting, yeah? So, hey, why don't you guys step forward? Step forward and tell us about your internship. Hey, Devanda, here, let's hear some closing words. Yeah.
Last all hands.
Oh.
Bukit Vista. And then I want to say thank you to all at Bukit Vista. What an amazing hospital, that's amazing family. And thank you Layana, all the leaders, the staff, and then team, and all of the whole company to help our grow our experience here. And then I love to be here at Bukit Vista from the small team. I remember Eugene when I at Bali first time, I in Bali had to buy me minyak tawon instead of minyak tawon.
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was the same thing.
All things that small hospitality that I will remember from this company. Wow.
Okay, Devanda, I still remember when you and Dista and Boo Boo were picking out like furniture for putting in the. Yeah. I still remember when you guys. What happened to the plants?
Is it like for me? Is it like the plan?
Yeah, the plants.
Oh, that.
Okay, but at least you built the room. Okay. Thank you very much, Devanda, for your service here. All right, let's. All right, Boo Boo. We love you too.
Yeah.
I love you.
Oh yeah. Thank you for your member of Bukit Vista. Thank you for Mr. Tim for giving me this. For all HR member that give me a lot of experience, and thanks for doing a presenter to all of you. Right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Boo Boo. Thank you. All right. Does anybody have any parting words for Boo Boo or Devon? Where was Dista? Dista. Oh yeah. That's wrong. All right, Dista, come on in. Yeah.
Yes, thank you and all her. Jadi lumayan for the opportunity and experience that I have in Bukit Vista. But the pleasure to know you all guys. I want to. Oh my god, it's so hard.
Bukit Vista.
Bukit Vista.
Okay. Alright. Pretty emotional moment for everyone, yeah, because the interns have actually become part of our family, and we do want to say, hey, when you go back to school, please don't be a stranger. Still think of us. We're always thinking of you. Some of our interns have actually done pretty amazing things. Actually, I spoke to Rock. Oh yeah, does anybody remember Raka?
Yes.
So when I was in Jakarta, I got to speak with Raka. We didn't get a chance to meet, but he wanted to actually express his salutations. I think that was his word to everybody in the company. Raka now works in Jakarta. I think at an event or at a company that's associated with Semproda. But he kind of like Bayou before, I guess. But anyway, he wanted to express his gratitude also. He told me that Bukit Vista actually helped form his career, and it helped form his project management skills and also his way of working in teams. It was very fundamental to that. And he wanted to express gratitude to to you, babe, he still remembers you, to Rafik, he remembers Rafik for sure. I think Rafik, you got to hang out with him when he was here at Sandrelin too, right? And all the old guard that from one of the very first interns here too as well.
Yeah, I remember Raka on that time. I think Instagram is very newly hot, and they taught us how to like share story.
Yes.
On that screen.
On the screen for the first Instagram story. Okay, so my message to the interns is don't be a stranger. Bukit Vista is always your home. You can come by anytime. And we look forward to watching you grow in your careers, yeah? Okay, hands up for the interns. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much it for today. Yes, okay, one more from Vita.
Yeah, sorry. Just a quick one for post. I'm speaking on behalf of the DM team for social media. So I'm planning for December actually to give a brand applications towards the guests and also the partners. So I need help from all hosts to actually take a picture of the guest at the property, just the guest without the host. So ask them for the testimonials, and then also for the property owners as well, and ask them for the testimonials on how working with Bukit Vista, and this is going to be scheduled on our new Instagram. So,
Okay.
yeah, maybe I'll speak.
HAR, yeah, okay. All right, great. Vita needs testimonials from all hosts. Get guest testimonials, get owner testimonials. Okay, that's pretty much it. We've gone over time. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great month. And next all hands, I'll probably need to I need a delegate for the next all hands. I won't be here. Yeah. So, okay. All right. See you, everyone. See you, Nusa Penida. See you, Surabaya. See you. I don't know where Diva and Nungli are, but.
Anak Penida di mana kok nggak pulang-pulang?
Okay.
See you.
Okay. See you, Nusa Penida. Bye, Jogja.
Bye, Uncle.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
Okay. See you, Shamu.